Tyrone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live show. We are so glad to have you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you ain't tuned in, you need to do that immediately. All right. So before we get started, we just want to say thank you to all of our supporters, all of our listeners. You know who you know who you are. You know, we ain't got to call you out. You know all of the names. All of the continued supporters. So thank you so much. We just want to thank all of our Twitter, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch followers. Thank you so much. For those of you that tune in on our website, thank you so much. We really appreciate you for continuing to support us. For those of you tonight that are on Hoosier Heat Radio, thank you so much for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a loaded show tonight. And so what we're going to do, y'all see me wiping the sweat. I've been working. I work hard for the money. All right. So you all know my name. I am Tyrone Brown Jr. And of course, today, well, you know, I take the applause. Appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, on Wednesdays, we have spotlight interviews, whether you be an entrepreneur, whether you be a businessman or businesswoman, should I say, whether you're a community activist, whatever you are, on Wednesdays is normally the interview, the spotlight interview. And so tonight we have a very special interview tonight, And I want you all to give a warm and hearty welcome to our guests tonight. You know, they know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. No, I'm just playing. But they know what to do in the fashion industry. And so I want you guys to welcome Mimi Kimball and Marcus Jones. And I'm
Yes,
so they have a clothing line that and actually we're gonna get their story. Okay, so I want to get the story behind their clothing line and you know, where it all came from, and then we're gonna go from there. So look, for those of you that are in fashion, you need to share this. Go ahead and share about 2 or 3 times, and then let your friends share it about 2 or 3 times. By the time everybody shared, then we got about 1,000 shares.
Right.
All right. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And so if you all can start by sharing you know, the start of your clothing line and where it all got started from.
Okay. Well, we started back in 2007. Myself and my friend Jason Eskridge.
Okay.
We started Mushou Couture as Mushou Clothing Incorporated. Before we really kind of got tossed into fashion, just to say it like that.
Got it.
We wasn't really thinking about fashion.
Yeah.
And one day I was praying and asking God to show me something different, to open up, to, you know, to expand my territory.
Yeah.
So he dropped this idea of a fashion company, which neither one of us, myself nor Jason, went to fashion school.
Okay.
So we prayed about it. We fasted for like 7 days before we actually started the corporation. So after 7 days, we went ahead and incorporated Mushou Clothing Incorporated. And the brand under Mushou Clothing Incorporated was Mushou Couture. So we started out as jewelry designers.
Okay.
Handmade jewelry. We didn't know what we were doing.
Wow.
We we actually went and used some of the tools from Jason's grandfather's tool chest. So we were using tools that wasn't even supposed to be used to make jewelry. So we actually just went to Michael's.
Okay.
And God told us what to. I mean, people think that is far-fetched when I say it.
Yeah.
But God told us what to buy, what to bring home, and how to make it.
Nice.
So we sat at the table and we made the jewelry. And from there it was history. Then we some of our other friends came and joined with us.
Yeah.
And showed us the different techniques of how to make jewelry, to actually make jewelry by hand. And so from there, we connected with Chicago Fashion Week.
Okay.
And after that, we, like a year later, we were showcased as one of the top 10 fashion designers in Chicago's Fashion Week.
Wow. And it has grown, or should I say, it is growing.
Yes, it's growing. It's
wow.
Growing. Like, not to jump ahead, but this year we'll be showcasing in New York Fashion Week. We're one of the designers. Can I go
in one of them luggages? Yeah, is it okay so I can, go and just be y'all spokesman? Right. Look, this is Mushou Couture. Y'all better get to recognize him. No, but I really love what you said about that you prayed about it,
right?
And that you were led, how you were led, and now that you're constantly growing and expanding, and so now it leads you up to today. Right. What are you doing today that is going to take you into this fashion market or fashion industry?
Okay. Well, Mia was actually one of our first models. Mimi was one of our first models when we first started Mushou. And she went to fashion school and graduated. Nice. She has a bachelor's degree in fashion design.
Nice.
And from Columbia in Chicago.
Good.
So she had been asking me for years, because we stopped designing. We stopped designing. She kept saying, when are you going to get back started designing? Because Mushou Clothing Incorporated kind of dissolved because we kind of split ways. So this year, praying again, God showed me the vision of starting the Jones Family Incorporation. So that's our corporation.
Man, do this. Let me tell you something. And look, I ain't trying to sound all spiritual. Y'all know I ain't that kind of dude. Sometimes I talk kind of, streetish, but here it is. When you are led by God, right. You can't go wrong. And a lot of times people, they're trying to lead themselves.
Right.
And that's when they run into brick walls.
Right.
And so now you guys have prepared a foundation, not just for you to eat, but for your family.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
generational
wealth, right?
Man, I love that. I love that.
So we created the Jones Family Enterprise LLC.
Okay.
We started in February.
Okay.
So once we started it, God said, now that you have the LLC, put all your companies underneath it,
under the umbrella.
So it'll be taxed one time. See, I didn't know about being just taxed one time. I had no knowledge of it.
I hope y'all listening.
So he said, put everything under there. So that's what I did. And so we have Classique Wellness. That's my wife's business.
Yeah.
With the massage. Then we have Mushou Couture, which is mine.
Yeah.
And then we're working on another one called Donut Disaster. So now all those companies are under that one umbrella.
No wonder I'm sweating. All of this money up in here. No wonder I'm sweating. This thing is powerful.
Right.
Here it is, and I love what you said. To create that umbrella,
right?
So that each entity can have its own individual, its own individual kind of purpose,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now you move from your wife's business to yours, and then starting another one. I think that's really phenomenal, And so let's get to Miss Mimi.
Hey, y'all.
Miss Mimi,
yes.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I've been knowing Marcus ever since I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
So that's how far me and Marcus go back.
Wow.
Then, I became a mom at a young age.
Yeah.
And And eventually I became an EMT.
Okay.
I was a medic for 6 years. He trained me. It's so crazy. Yes, it's like this.
You're just everywhere.
Right. Right. He trained me for 2 days, like for ride time or whatever.
Okay.
And I pursued that career for 6 years.
Okay.
So after my grandmother passed away, the last grandmother, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to be EMS no more. When my grandma was in the hospital, I called my job and said, I'm not coming back. I'm done.
Wow.
And already I enrolled in fashion school. I was attending AI.
Huh.
So moving forward, text him like, hey, bro, listen, I'm in fashion school now. So if you need anything, I'm learning the concept I'm learning the concept of fashion. Let me know.
Yeah.
So as a single mom, of course, I have 3 kids. I'm making it work. I'm going downtown from Indiana 5 days a week.
Yeah.
To work on projects, to get schoolwork done. I'm just in the money, just train rides. Beautiful going to Chicago, but the money was super expensive.
Yeah.
So just so happened, I ended up working at my school. So now I can pay for travel.
Sure.
Easy. All right, moving forward, AI ended up closing down. I got accepted in Columbia College, and thank God I did a fashion show prior because that was the only way I got accepted into Columbia.
Wow.
So, and my dean begged me. She was like, please be in a fashion show. I'm like, no, I want my GPA to be high because I'm an example for my kids.
Sure.
She was like, come with me. And this is the director of the fashion. Come with me. She went into this closet. She was like, pick out any fabric you want. You're going to be in this fashion show. So maybe she knew some stuff that I didn't know.
Yeah, baby.
So I dominated the fashion show with my little 2 pieces or whatever. Okay? Thought I was doing something, but it was better than nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So I got accepted into Columbia, and I love Columbia College. Like, I would recommend anybody who's in the arts, whether it's fashion, graphic design, theater, anything in the arts, please go to Columbia because you're going to get the exposure and you're going to be around like-minded people yourself.
Nice.
So after I graduated with my kids, my boys graduated in 2020. So it's 3 of us that graduated at the same time. So I was like, I'm a representation of them.
Yeah.
So follow suit. I have a son that goes to school in New York.
Okay.
What? Yeah, he's a junior. Come on. I don't play. I'm about that education. You're gonna get that education one way or another. So my son goes to he goes to Niagara University for theater.
Yeah.
Minor in dance. And I started my own business as well, Universal Sewing Studios. And I also have a LLC, Igbadu, which is my own clothing line.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I started a nonprofit called So What Foundation for at-risk kids trying to get into college in fashion. So that's what I'm focusing on, as well as helping him build his brand as being a head designer and other adventures that I'm working with.
That is so awesome. And you know what? Just being a single mom, you're a representation for every single mom that's out here.
Right.
You a stunner.
Yes, and hard work and dedication. And even if y'all in relationships and it don't work, keep moving forward because they're not going to understand what God has guided you to do. Yeah. They're going to question, why are you doing this? Why are you staying in school late? Why are you doing this? Why? You don't question nothing what God do. You just move. And I always ask God, order my steps to just have mercy and grace on my heart and soul. Because there's some things I just can't take.
Come on.
For real.
I say amen to that. No, but your story, it really will help to change life and hopefully motivate young ladies that are out there that they may be single mothers. And so now bring y'all 2 together, the man of God.
Right.
And now, you being trained by him and now putting y'all 2 together along with Miss I've been knowing Miss Tasha for almost over a year?
Yeah, longer than that.
Little over a year, something like that.
Okay.
We started working together and she was like, you all right. So I know if I got Miss Tasha approval, I'm good.
Right.
But to see you all now and bringing it together, and to see what you all are doing in the fashion industry is phenomenal. Because you don't see many of us doing it.
Right.
And so now, what is your I see you got some mannequins over here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. y'all want to show some fashion?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I'll start with the jewelry.
Okay.
So we handmade jewelry. This is like a quick example of what we made.
Okay.
Yeah, earrings, the crystal earrings.
Yeah. So,
yeah. And the necklace.
So all of this was handmade?
Handmade, yeah. Handmade.
Handmade.
Even our shoes. Our shoes are we have a shoe collection out right now. And our shoes are handmade in Italy, in Milan, Italy. We ship them all over the world for free. So
are they for men or for women?
We have majority women, but I did release a small collection for men.
Yeah. Because I'm a man, but I like shoes.
Okay.
I love shoes. I like comfortable shoes. Okay. Right. But I really, like I said, I really love what you all are doing. And being that is African American, I got to promote it. It ain't nothing against no other culture or no other person or whoever they are, but I love when our people do. Right. I love when our people step to the forefront and say, look, I got something to offer. Mm-hmm. And not only am I a consumer, but now I've become a person that can now sell my products.
Right.
And God has given me insight. Mm-hmm. So now let me use the gifts that God has given me to now show to the world or showcase to the world. That's awesome. I love it. But your handmade jewelry is phenomenal. And your website. What is do you have a website for your clothing?
We're working on a website now for clothing.
Okay.
For Fashion Week. So Fashion Week is like when we launch our clothing line.
Yeah. So y'all haven't even launched.
So right.
Y'all are getting exclusive. Y'all better
right? Well, we haven't even launched that. We're in Fashion Week. How about that? Yeah. It was based solely off our shoes. So they seen the designs of our shoes. It's like, man, y'all have to showcase in Fashion Week. So they just solely went off our shoes. They never really seen our clothes. So it was really God that put us in that position. Like when I was talking to the person, I didn't know I was talking to the executive producer of the New York Fashion Week. I just thought I was just talking to just a regular person.
And we just did a model.
Just model.
Yes, in New York Fashion Week.
Y'all got a catalog and all that?
Yeah, we actually do.
Yeah, we got a catalog for the shoes, but
man, look.
But most of everything we make now, Mia makes is what we call haute couture. So that means it's specially one of a kind made. So
it's the only one of its kind.
One on one. Yeah. One on one.
See, this is why God hooked you up. I believe I'm special. Okay? And I'm not talking about, or talking down about nobody. I'm special. Here it is. I'm catching them on the way up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put on their coattail a little bit. But look, I love it. I love your drive. And you say you were established in 2007.
2007.
And it started with shoes.
We started with jewelry.
Jewelry.
And then we moved to clothes, but we had like a catastrophe happen.
Okay.
We were just branching out into clothes.
Yeah.
We were working with a distributor in India.
Okay.
And they had a big flood and they had a total loss. So we ended up taking a total loss from that. So we had to stop designing from there. Then we just kind of drifted away from it.
Okay.
Yeah. But we did plenty of fashion shows when we
Man, this is awesome.
Chicago,
Alabama. Yep. We were invited to fashion shows all over the country.
So can y'all design my clothing line? Because y'all into fashion design, and from what I'm looking at right here, this is women clothing, but I know that it ain't gonna stay with the women.
It's not. My vision is initially women, because that's what we started from.
Okay.
Mia's really push us towards having men. So
okay.
Yes,
I'm gonna be y'all model. Y'all imagine me.
Right.
I got the chin line for No. Look, y'all know I'm a little silly, but I mean well. And it just excites me when I see people excelling it excites me when I see people rising to the top, because a lot of times obstacles can get in your way.
That's right.
And it disrupt your mindset to where you're like, forget it. But to see you overcome, and now since 2007, and then move up to this,
right.
Man, that's phenomenal.
Just like a little nudge, right? Like a little nudge, right? Boy, if you don't get up and
But TD Jake said something that was profound. He said, "Never give up on your dream."
Yeah.
If no matter if you don't have the money, if you don't have any friends in your corner, your family not supporting you, never give up on your dream. So you just have when you're trying to build something, you're going to face some obstacles, but you don't let those obstacles stop you. You just continue to keep pushing until you get to where you're trying to get to.
And look, let me ask you this: where did you come up with the name?
Actually, you want to believe it or not, God gave it to me, because Mushou means small but mighty. I didn't even know what Mushou meant.
Wait. Say that again.
God gave me the name Mushou. I didn't even know what Mushou meant until I actually went in Google to research what it was, and it means small but mighty.
Small but mighty.
Yeah. And that's what the name is.
And then the couture was just kind of like
fashion.
Yep.
Man, that's all. I love it. See, things happen for a reason, and then a lot of times when we in the midst of it, we don't understand. Right. And then when God elevates us, then we finally understand what we didn't understand.
Right.
So that's some good stuff. But look, if you could share, here it is. We have some. Is there some pieces?
Yeah, just some basic pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is
a basic A-line dress with a dart up in like the high-end bust area. You got a dart in the waist area. Side, you got a zipper. It's only 2 pieces, and the dart is fitted.
It's 2 pieces? 2 pieces.
It's 2 pieces.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And it's fitted. It got a little elastic weight. I mean, like a little.
See, women love they love to stretch nowadays.
Right,
and this gives away a little bit, so it's tight, but it's room in.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, what brought on this concept? Is it because of some things that you saw, or some things?
I get challenged all the time. See, right? He always is. I'm always being challenged, even though I'm like, I don't know what. Okay, all right, and then I just get in the zone.
Yeah.
And just work.
That's good.
Yeah, and then another thing too, not only do I have this knowledge, I still try to teach it to other kids, because in Northwest Indiana, we don't have home economics in our class.
Right.
So I try to teach as much as possible. I would snatch my sewing machine, be like, okay, practice off of this.
Yeah.
Do this. Do that.
Wow.
Because it's a lot, and you would not believe how many young Black and Black boys that know how to sew and design. But because they don't have it,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
They say the best things hide in the bad things.
Right.
And well, I know this is getting off the subject a little bit, but I really believe that if our youth had more to do, that they would get in less trouble.
Absolutely.
That's my concept.
Absolutely right. You are right. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create an outlet for them to design, to express themselves.
Yep.
See, when we were growing up, we had different things that we could do, but it's nothing really for kids to do now.
Sure.
Right.
And I went to Emerson, so I was.
Oh, you gifted into it? I did too. I went to Maryville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. But you never know.
Right.
Like the things I was looking at some youth, and here it is. What your work is, or the way that you do your work, it gets you ready for your position.
Absolutely.
It gets you ready for the position that you have in life. Not just your own life, but in the lives of others. And so you all establishing this, you don't know the mentoring aspect that this can take form in.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do.
And that's what you're trying to do.
But I got something that'll really blow your mind.
Okay.
So my mom just so happened to go to a luncheon with her friend. She just happened to go. This man stood up and said, well, he had a great life. He went all over the world designing shoes. and everything. So my mom showed them the magazine that we're in. We're featured in Black Fashion Designers Network magazine that's big on the West Coast.
Good.
So she gave me his number, and it just so happened to be Mr. Donald Hubbard, which is from Gary, Indiana, and he is the first black shoe designer in America. So I called and talked to him, and he gave me some good advice, some sound advice, and he said that he was inspired by us.
Wow.
I said, "You're inspired by us? You're inspired by us, you know?" But he said, "You know, we can inspire each other because even though in this age he's past his 70s, but he said I'm still designing, I'm still working, and he said I'm getting ready to go to Paris and I'm getting ready to release my line. So he's still creating even past his 70s. So you know, just to connect with him, you know, just to connect with him, like what were the chances that my mother will be at a luncheon with Donald Hubbard, which is the first black shoe designer in America, you know, at that moment, you know,
what a connect. What a connect. And a lot of times, again, like I said, you know, our footsteps, I am a firm believer that our footsteps are ordered by the Lord. You know, sometimes we think like, man, why am we complaining? Why am I on this road? Man, it's too hard. And then you don't know the next moment you could run into the person that can change your life. And here it is, you complaining about what you don't have or what is so hard, but you don't understand that that's training and development for your next level. That's what it was, you know, from 2007. It was training and development, and now your best days are ahead. Your best days are ahead. Well, that would take us to the next piece.
I don't know if I can get it in the camera.
And that seemed like church wear. It seemed like church wear. Like one of the sisters, you know, she want to cover all the way up. You know, don't show that V cut.
Church wear or high-end. I mean, a lot of high-end fashion is
you can add a brooch like that.
And I mean, you can fully customize any type of way that you want. So the thing about it, anything that we design, whatever you have, whatever you want to envision, we can customize it to the way that you want. So if you wanted a slits here, you wanted to open it up more, or anything, to add a different fabric to, we can do that.
Man, this is awesome. Change the zipper, change, and actually, you can, like with the colors, that can be changed as well. You know,
I died.
She died.
I died.
It took her. How long did it take you to dye that one dress?
Oh my God! I want to say a week.
A week. It took her a whole week to dye one dress.
Because it was a bright silver. I revamped the whole prom dress. You should before this. Okay, I should have my pictures, but it's a before and after. The dress was like a bright pale silver, and I had that mug saturated in jet black. This is what my client wanted. And I did exactly what she wanted. And when she came back from her Florida trip, because she's a cheerleader, she was just amazed. Her mama was too. And we worked with her mama as EMTs. So it goes full circle. When you know your work, people who really believe in you and trust in your work, they'll represent. And I just don't deal with black people. My mentor is actually an old white woman.
Wow.
Miss Ice.
That's not that, but
I ain't call her old because she'll kill me. But her name is Miss Ice, and she was my professor. She was my professor at AI, but she lives in Crown Point, and she's my mentor. Awesome. So that's what my go-to is. Like, Miss Ice, I need this help, and she Johnny on the side.
That is awesome. You know, and you never know who you run into.
Never.
You never know who's going to be that person to help you step up, you know, to the plate. And then not only this, but the shoes. You know, you got some really good shoe advice to now take your shoe line to the next level. You know what I mean? Is it boots or is it dress shoes or what is it?
Well, the line consists of high-end, high heel shoes.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying they better than Louis Vuitton because they comfortable.
What?
That's called the facts of facts. If you're gonna buy name brand, at least be comfortable. Don't have your toes like I got the power and they hurt me. You spraying Novocaine on your feet because you can't walk in your heels. Why pay $1,000 when you get the portable shoe? That's all I say. And good quality from Italy.
Handmade in Italy.
Right.
When I first started designing, the people that review the shoes compared the shoes to like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and
really,
they said they can really compete with them.
Y'all hearing this?
And it's affordable.
From Gary, Indiana.
Right.
You know? We started in a basement in Gary.
Right.
And here we are now.
Look, I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all ain't turned this off, because if y'all turned it off, y'all gonna miss something. Right. And then guess what? When they go up, because they on their way. Look, this is what I would like to call an exclusive. This is before the release, the launch.
That's right.
Okay, and so if y'all don't catch up with them from Gary, Indiana, baby, it's gonna be a problem. And then what y'all look, ain't nothing good in Gary. You're lying. Here it is right up. Okay, and so let me pronounce this right. Mushou Couture.
Yes, Mushou Couture.
Mushou Couture, and it's a little. Say it again.
Small but mighty.
Small but mighty.
Right.
Small but mighty. And here it is again, just staying consistent. You had things that happened along the way, but staying consistent.
And her pushing me to start it back really
right. Like, hey. You
so you needed a nag, and she needed motivation.
Right.
Because I get my moments like I don't want to do this. Because I sew. This is crazy, but I sew it in my head like a puzzle.
Yeah.
I put it in my head first.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I don't sleep. Like he'd be like, "Man, you good, sis?" And I'm like, "I've been sewing in my head all night trying to like figure out how I'm gonna put this together." Because it looks simple. But some of this stuff is time consuming. Right. It's about body measurements, the length. You gotta get all the construction right. If something is off by an inch, you gotta figure out. Yeah, you gotta figure it out and stuff like that.
So let me inform. Well, y'all ain't gonna hear it. Okay, y'all ain't gonna hear it when I talk to them after the show, because there's some things going on. All right. Y'all gonna understand later on. Y'all gonna understand it better by and by. Okay, later on. But after the show, I definitely need to talk to y'all because now I got another puzzle piece to put in place. It's going to be phenomenal. But ladies and gentlemen, Mushou Couture by Marcus Jones. And look, Mimi ain't no joke, y'all. Look, don't let the pretty face fool you. Right. She gets with it. Okay. Yeah. And now what is the next move for besides the launch? What is the next move for Mushou Couture? Can y'all let it out the bag?
Well, no, y'all gonna keep much.
Okay.
Well, I connected with a gentleman. His name is Dominique White.
Okay.
Mr. White. Just so happened we crossed paths on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's like the executive producer of Black Chef Network. He's coming out with some shows that we're going to take part of. But he was actually one of the managers from Milli Vanilli back in the day. I never even knew that.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me that. So he's been like real instrumental on guiding us on how to present ourselves on a national basis.
Right.
Like he tells me like, oh, you need to a media kit. My company can do that for you, or he gives me different ideas of what to do. So it's kind of like my mentor.
That's good.
And he's really been guiding us. So he helped us get into fashion. It's a fashion expo that's going to happen in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And we'll be one of the presenters. For that showcase for Black fashion designers expo in Las Vegas in August.
Very good. I got some insight. Somebody's asking, are you going to come out with a men's clothing line soon?
We are. It's all going to be together. So it's going to be the men and women.
Okay.
Men and women.
Okay. Okay.
So just gonna be like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, how they have men and women clothes. It's gonna be just like that.
And my whole goal is to get to the plus size men, because they be forgetting my brother.
Well, I'm a plus size man. I don't know, my baby ain't talking about it.
It's the adapting the plus size, because in all honesty, doing research, the plus size industry is about to be, it is already $1 billion industry, and by the time 24 arrives, it's supposed to be $63.8 billion. So yes, we're gonna do the men and women,
and
you
plus
know,
size,
plus size, definitely.
That's a lot with like the high end fashion. They don't really come in plus sizes.
No,
they may go up to a size 12, and that's pushing it.
Right.
Like the basic model size is like 0 to 4.
Right.
So everybody we're working with in New York Fashion Week is 0 to 4.
Right.
So that's that's not a real representation of women.
Right.
So but so we are going to showcase,
because women, plus size women, like to spend money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Mushou Couture. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, do you have a contact number for people to reach out? Or I know the website for the shoes is out. So it should be scrolling at the bottom of the screen. But the website for the shoes is up. But do you have any other contact info that people can reach out to you to contact you?
We're on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, under Mushou Couture. You can email us anytime at info@MushouCouture.com, and that's the way you can get in contact.
So y'all heard it.
All social media streams. Come follow us. Instagram.
Matter of fact, I'm about to follow y'all right now. I'm gonna be knocking on y'all. Excuse me. Remember the little dude at the interview? No, but it's definitely phenomenal to see you all at this point, because I can't wait till the next time that I interview you. And I'm like, remember when we was over there on 5490 wrong way? And so now I done moved up the big time. Now I'm gonna interview y'all on the big stage.
Exactly.
To where now people can come out and bring y'all pieces out and model them.
Right.
I got on such and such in this suit and this by Mushou Couture. Right? So any other encouraging words that you can give? First, I'm gonna deal with Mimi. Any other encouraging words that you could speak to those that are out there that maybe single, or their mindset is that I want my own business? Any information or encouragement that you can give to any of the young ladies out there today?
First thing is first, especially be a young parent, because I know there's a lot of young girls out here are parents. Keep pushing forward. I know you might be stereotypes, because I was being a young mom. Like, you do that, you gonna be out. That wasn't the case. My kids are not convicted felons. They're not out. They're not 6 feet on the ground, thank God. And they're not statistics in society, because I was very firm. A young mother. Hey, you're gonna do this and this and that, and there's no gray area. It's either you're gonna do it or not. And if you don't, I'm gonna end up putting my foot in your behind. That's why I have a son who goes to New York, school in New York. And also too, if you want to start a business, walk out on faith and not by sight. Move in silence. Move in silence. I will always tell you this: move in silence, because you can throw your idea to you think your homegirl, your homeboy, or your parents, or anybody that you think that's gonna be on your side. You're gonna be shocked. Who's going to support you and who's not going to support you?
There you go.
And the people who don't know you support you more for the people who do know you. And that's a known fact. The people who don't know you support you more than the people who do know you. That is factual. I'm not telling you from personal experience. I mean, I'm not telling you from what I know. I'm telling you from personal experience. And like I said, I move forward. I push hard. And if you want to start a business, and if you don't even know how to but want to, I'll give you my personal cell phone number. And I don't mind doing it. Area code 219-336-6819. if you really want to start a business, I can help you. I'm not going to even charge you. I can guide you. I can help you start your 501c3.
Yeah.
I did it by myself. No, people gave me the little bits and pieces, but I had to figure it out myself.
You put the pieces together.
Right, exactly. By a little trial and error.
Yeah.
Trial and error. But I know how to do it. Look, and I got screenshots to tell you step by step how to do it. So again, my phone number is 219-336-6819. If you're really serious about starting your 501c3 or your business, I'm here. I'm here.
That is awesome. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mimi Kimball. And look, she young, she energetic, and man, she a go-getter. Yeah. She go hard. I can tell. I can tell. She's right here.
And on top of that, I'm a school teacher. Nobody know that. I'm a
teacher.
Sure.
Y'all better recognize.
Right. I teach your kids, your high school kids. That's me. I do that.
Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen.
Right.
So now, look, ladies and gentlemen, now we move to the man himself. All right, Marcus, can you please give some encouragement to those that think that, man, I've been in this way too long. I ain't getting no traction. I need a hand up. Can you give some kind of information or encouragement to really help jumpstart somebody that may be out there listening?
The first thing is all people in today's society don't like to acknowledge God and Jesus.
Right.
They don't. They feel like they can do it on their own. And quite frankly, you cannot do it on your own. Even when you think that you're doing it on your own, you're not doing it on your own. So the first step is to acknowledge God. Once you acknowledge God, He'll direct your path and show you what to do step by step.
That's the word.
Step by step, He'll show you. But what keeps me going is I remember there was an illustration of a gentleman. He had a pickaxe.
Yeah.
He was you might have seen, he was in the mine swinging the diamonds.
Yep.
And he gave up right when he was about to get to the diamonds.
Yep.
That's what keeps me going, because I'm just one swing away to where I need to be at.
Yeah.
If I stop swinging now, then I'll never achieve my goal. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some work.
Yeah.
You have to put in sweat equity, but it will pay off. But you just got to keep swinging. Don't stop swinging.
Don't stop swinging.
There's going to be days you're not going to want to swing. You're going to want to give up.
Yeah.
I've crossed that bridge plenty of times, but I kept swinging. Some days it was hard picking up that pickaxe, man. It's hard. Like, you know what? I just don't want to do it.
Right.
But God will tell me, it's okay.
Yeah.
Pick up your pickaxe and keep swinging.
Yeah.
Keep swinging.
Don't
give up. Don't be disencouraged because you're starting off small. Despise not small beginnings. Everything starts small. Microsoft, $1 billion company, started small.
Yeah.
Amazon, started small.
Yeah.
$1 billion company.
Yeah.
I was looking at fashion designers, Michael Kors, everybody, all remember Michael Kors, filed bankruptcy twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I got $1 billion company.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep swinging. Even if when you don't feel like picking up that pickaxe,
pick it up anyway.
Right.
Keep swinging.
Pick it up anyway.
Don't stop swinging. Yeah, don't stop swinging.
And that's the message of the day. Don't stop swinging. Because again, Mushou Couture, they did not happen overnight.
No.
2007, they started one way, and now they're in full takeoff mode. So now, here it is. At each point, you're going to be tested with what you say that you can do.
Right.
You're going to be tested. And so, keep on speaking. Don't let that stop you from speaking.
That's right. Keep speaking.
But keep on speaking and be careful who you're speaking to.
Right.
That's right.
So those are facts. Those are points that everybody can choose to keep in your mind. Be careful who you speak your vision to, because everybody is not a vision caster. They're vision killer.
Yep. They're actually, why are you doing this?
Right.
Why are you doing it? Why are you moving it this way?
Yeah.
And not this way, because that's not how I was ordered to
right.
move. That's why I say always move in silence. Nobody, I'm going to tell you, this is the honest to God truth. Nobody even knew I was colleges. The day before, I posted a picture of my captain guy, said, "Hey, I'm graduating tomorrow." That's how silent I moved. And they like, "Wait a minute, huh? Wait a minute, where you been?" I've been, my steps been in order. What you mean where I've been? I've been sacrificing sleep, stitching up my own fingers.
Lord.
Serious. And for real, that's how I announced it to everybody. I said, I graduate at this time tomorrow with my captain gown. And I'm talking about that was a trump card. And nobody didn't even know I started my business. And during the pandemic, I was teaching private lessons in my apartment building just to keep things kind of moving around. Yes.
Y'all see how God connected dots? Okay. So he had her on the path. They already been knowing each other since 8th grade.
Yep.
He had already connected them. And now he gives him, say, look, I need you to move this way. And then, I need you to move this way and then bring them together. Right. Like now, go ahead and make this and keep this party going. Right.
That's how he big bro. That's bro right here.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. But again, look, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an exclusive interview from the Life Show. Look, my name is Tyrone Brown Jr., and I am so pleased to have Mushou Couture by Marcus Jones. Look, y'all go follow them. Go follow them. I got to personally thank Miss Sparkle herself.
Yeah.
Miss Sparkle, y'all understand later. But Miss Sparkle herself, Tasha she's a connector herself. And we gonna get into her story later on down the line because she got some stuff that she working on too. All right. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing the information with me. So now I was pulling like, wait a minute, hold on, what you got here? Oh, this is nice. So that's how I was able to reach out immediately and say, look, I need to have y'all on. But thank you all so much for coming on and for being so gracious.
Thank you for having us.
Definitely. Yes. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you all don't want to miss. We got some really good interviews coming up later on. And then not next week, but the week after, we have Mark Christopher Lawrence. As a matter of fact, that is next week. Sorry. Next week, we have Mark Christopher Lawrence, famed actor, and he was in Terminator 2. He was in a few other movies, but Mark Christopher Lawrence will be joining us here on the Life Show. Y'all don't want to miss this interview. It's going to be epic. All right? So keep it locked right here to the Life Show. For those of you that are on Hoosier Heat Radio, look, I'm going to tell y'all like this. If y'all not listening, you need to listen. All right? So again, look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We get ready to be out. Until next time, peace. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.